private. Stream key, fill source, camera 3. And I don't know where the on is for that, but we'll just do it from there. There it is. Fill source is camera 3. There we go. It's How to Drink Live with your host, Greg. Hi, how's it going, everybody out there? Greg, what could go wrong? A lot of things went wrong. I was trying to get this thing running for a while. Where did I leave my sody? I had a sody I was sipping on. Oh, there it is. Welcome. I love Doritos. What did my notification just say? It said, Johnny Viper, that this is the Unstoppable How to Drink. My levels look really hot here. Is that a case? Am I like blasting the shit out of your ears right now? Hello, hello. Is that a little more, is that a bit more comfortable for you guys? We're doing this live. Fuck it. Do it live. I probably just ripped apart your ears again. Hello, I'm sorry for the life choices that brought you to this point. Me too. Me too. So, for those of you who have tuned into a live stream before on the How to Drink show, you may have noticed that the recent live streams have been of an inferior quality to the live streams that I did perhaps a year or two ago. And that's because I moved, and because the room where the edit computer is that has the 8 HDMI inputs on it that I used to live stream off of through OBS is away in another space, and it's not hooked up to the studio anymore, and I need to run a $1,700 fiber optic bundle to connect the two rooms, and I just can't justify the cost. So I am streaming from an A10 Mini. Yeah, the buzzing in the background is because of a ground loop in the A10 Mini. It's just a piece of shit, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. That's right, we are live only on YouTube tonight because I'm lazy, and honestly, with the A10 Mini, there's like limits to what I can do. I'm sorry. But if you want to sponsor a $1,700 cable, we can upgrade this fucking thing real soon. And you can do that by supporting How to Drink through the How to Drink Patreon, the link for which is in the description right below you. Why on the How to Drink Patreon? You will find wonderful things that everybody loves, like the How to Drink Discord. Here it is. Look, there it is. This is the How to Drink Discord that we're all in. And they've been helping me program and do coding, and you could be in there, and you'll get to watch the show without advertisements, and you'll get to see bonus drinks that aren't released to the public. Why, yes, 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 yes. That's all that and more for you on the How to Drink Patreon. Please check it out in the link in the pinned comment below, or in the description of the video. There's no pinned comment, I don't think. So, I recently did a video where I had this stuff, the Doritos empirical juice, and I shit all over it, and apparently I was wrong, because apparently it does not say Doritos Nacho Cheese on there. Thank you, Mighty Cassie struck out. Mighty Casey struck out, nice. It says Doritos, And what only very old people seem to be aware of is that Doritos are an unflavored corn chip and the first one to make the market in America. Why would that be the Dorito that you adapt into a liquor? I don't know. I don't know. Because to me, Doritos Nacho Cheese is the only Dorito. Maybe you like the spicy one, maybe you like the Cool Ranch, but come on, man. When we say, I've been eating Doritos, this is what we mean, the Nacho Cheese. That tastes like a hot day in the summer in the 90s in my dad's piece of shit 18-foot boat. That's what that tastes like. Yum. OG is the best. You can get much better plain tortilla chips these days. Code Red. So how sweet are the chips really? That's a great question because I kept saying they're not, there's a sweetness that I'm missing. It's the sweetness of the corn chip. And I may have been off base a little bit. Some people are like, that's umami, you're going for the MSG is what's missing, et cetera, and that all could be true too. Perceptually, I was reading that I was missing sweetness. And I think it's because corn chips are corn, sweet, and malty. Yes, the added sugar is relatively low, but the fact that it's a fried corn chip is actually pretty sweet until you cover it in salt. Sweet in platonics? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is here, but like, it's not sweet like a Coca-Cola. Hey, for the cable, let's go. You know, you can do even more by supporting the show through the How to Drink Patreon. We got 504 people watching, and so right now I'm going to use this as an opportunity. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to try to show you on there. So something I have been working on, oh, that was a search for A10 Mini Ethernet Yellow. Why A10 Mini Ethernet Yellow? Why? This is the latest thing for patrons on the How to Drink. In addition to our Discord, check this out. I'm going to go to actually, what's really fucked up is that you can all do this too. It hasn't been locked down yet, so for a few minutes only, the How to Drink app is public at htdapp.com. I have spent, audio is a pretty loud background buzz. I can't fix it. I wish I could. I've been building this thing for a few weeks now, and this is the front end, and it talks to a back end that I have been building, and this will be locked into patron accounts, right? So if we go to drinks, it's up there in the corner. I hope you can see. This is hideous. This is literally version 0.5 of the front end user experience here. It's going to get much prettier, I promise. And we got all the drinks. Got a lot of the drinks. Another dev. I got a whole Discord full of devs, baby. You can get in there and help out and pay me for the opportunity. And then over here is a drink. And so what we're going to get on here, and this is the thing that Meredith and I are working on. And then look, it's got a link to the episode that it was in, and you can see the other drinks in that episode, and it's all circular so that you can look up things either by drink or by episode. You can filter it. You're looking for the cursed stuff. You're looking for the tiki stuff, all that stuff. So that's a patron reward. You're going to get access to that with your Patreon membership at the How to Drink. Is there a cicada in the mic? It's a ground loop. It's a ground loop. I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I hate it. I hate it. If I could, I don't think there's any way for me to fix it. I can't. I'm very angry about it. Mo cable, mo fun. I know, it's definitely having a negative impact on people's ability to watch this because it sounds like shit. There's no equalizer. Gummy, I'm telling you, the A10 Mini is an annoying piece of equipment. It's a piece of shit. It's not a piece of shit, but it's very limited. It's very limited. Can't you buy wall warts or plugs that cut those down? No, I'm on a wireless, but it doesn't matter. It's the same wireless that I record the show on. So, I mean, like, the show records clean. Literally, ground-wise, there's like no difference in the setup because they're all plugged into the same extension cord. They're all sitting on the same light stand. Literally, the show recording Shogun is sitting 2 inches away from the A10 Mini ISO Pro that we're getting audio over today. It's just that the A10 Mini kind of sucks. That's really it. And it just sucks. And apparently some people have had some luck buying an independent ground loop isolator. And I'm just fucking with it. I'm just like touching. Because sometimes with like these bad sounds, like you grab the wire and it changes the tone. Hi, there we are, we're back. Still like shit. You know? And it's like, it's a piece of shit. I'm sorry to say it. It just is. There's not a lot I can do but the fact that this thing sucks. There, I switched to the other input. Is it any better? Might be, actually. Yeah, the noise floor is a little lower. That's a little bit better. Oh, I see. Oh, that's weird. Hold on a second. Well, that's real weird. Why was mic 2 cranked? That could be... Hang on. That could have been part of the problem there. No, it's still there, right? As soon as yeah, it was just not loud enough before. Levels? Levels? Yeah, Is it very quiet? It's smooth as butter? Okay. No, the A10 Mini has no notch filters. There's nothing I can do about it. And the problem is in the A10 Mini, so like no matter what filtering you do, if I had hardware filters and stuff like that in the audio signal before it got into the A10 Mini is where it's injecting the sound. So you have to have that filter like between the A10 Mini's bypassed preamp, because we're line in, and like the DAC or whatever. So like it's a problem with the DAC. The audio sounds tinny. All right. Unfortunately, we have to move on. Anyway, this app, the How to Drink app, is going to go live for patrons and only patrons probably next week. And the data set is limited right now. I built a really robust back end on Django, man. Yeah. And with Postgres, whatever the hell it is. And Meredith and I have been fulfilling that out. There's a lot of episodes to enter into the data set. So fly, we got you. There's a lot of episodes and drinks to enter into the data set. I built a parser that is automatically parsing episodes from the API. And I'm very happy with how it's working. It's damn incredible that it works this good. It does a really good job, but Meredith and I still have to go through and like do a manual cleanup, and I think there's honestly probably 5,000 drinks. So it'll be mobile responsive. There's not going to be an iPhone app at this point. Needs a beta tester. It's going to be on iOS. No, it's going to be on the internet. But you're definitely a hint of video lag. The audio is out of sync, you're suggesting, because that's the only kind of video lag that could be the case. It might need a 1-frame delay or something, sorry. Anyway, it will be linked to your Patreon account using the webhooks. The webhooks, we're going to put in the webhooks next week. That's going to happen. We're going to have those hooks, damn it. Nice. I'll put I can put a frame delay on here. Here is... Now there's 2 frames of audio delay. Might be better, might be worse. Wait. So it's going to be a web app. It's going to be a website. It's it's a mobile app, mobile site that is mobile responsive. You can use it at your desk or on your phone. But I think that like a cocktail app needs to be phone first. So what is it? It will give you in your hand every single drink I've ever made on the show and an ability to find them. Because I know that a lot of people are using the show like it's their cocktail guide. And frankly, so do I. I sometimes have to look up, hey, how did I make that? I don't know. So it's going to make it all searchable, accessible, and usable to you. What did you build it with? I built it in Sublime. ChatGPT might have helped out a little bit. And actually, that's how the parser works. The parser, you fucking crucify me if you want. GPT is good at some things. It's terrible at some other things. It knows a lot about JavaScript. But the parser relies on using my YouTube channel's API and fetching some data from the YouTube channel API, and then invoking my ChatGPT API, and then handing the video description with a prompt to ChatGPT to read it and find this information, and then put it into exactly the right codified format for the regex to pick up and then turn into turn it into the actual, and then insert that data into the back end of the database, which that took a few days to work, and it worked really good. It was fun. And then the front end is built on a separate server that's doing the thing. The slow-mo camera's just sliding back and forth all the time. Yeah, it is these days. It used to do a lot more. It used to do a lot more because I had more people in here and stuff like that, and the show was making more money. I used to have freelance editors who helped me with the show. Now it's just me. So we're kind of back to 5 years ago. We're back to square one, which is why we're really working on the Patreon, you see. But yeah, to make the show faster to shoot at some point, I am self-taught at everything. I'm an autodidact. That's not entirely true. I went to film school, but and I honestly, I tell people that like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with the programming at all. There's a buzz. I can't fix the buzz. We're doing my best. We are collectively doing my best. And the truth of the matter is I feel like a blind idiot, just like, please work, and I don't know what I'm doing. But I guess I'm picking up a little bit by osmosis. Like I have occasionally caught the mistakes all on my own. So yeah, the camera just slides back and forth these days. Most people don't seem to complain about it. There was a time frame when I would shoot the whole episode with one camera, and then I would do the episode again with a shot list of close-ups, and I would program every single move differently, and I would do all kinds of different stuff. And I was really, for a long time, trying to make those close-ups more and more impressive. And then I realized it's not driving retention. It's not why the people are watching the show. They're good. They're possibly great. They don't need to be amazing. So it's good enough, and that's fine. The rig is it used to be a human. Like before the pandemic, it was a human. Now it's something called a Kessler Cine crane. It's a Kessler Cine slider. And what's the head called? I'm trying to remember this thing. I was like one of the first people to get one of these bad boys. The Cine shooter. It's the Kessler Cine shooter is now the brains of the operation, and that is controlled by a keyframing software over here on an iMac that you can't see. This isn't the iMac. This is a monitor that I have to put up when I'm using the A10 Mini. Oh, hipster mush? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I said. Yeah, and I have this dream of getting a couple more axes into it, because right now it's a slider that I've got on like a 30-degree angle, and it goes this way. Thank you so much, Kyra. And I would love to have that slider be able to pivot or move, but I've experimented with pivoting the slider or sliding the slider. Pivoting the slider at least. Pivoting the slider introduces way too much wiggle. It would be awesome if I could do that, but it's just like nothing would ever be stiff enough for that to work. So maybe if it was like $50,000 of carbon fiber or something insane, I don't know. What abomination am I crafting now? Right, we can finally get back to that now that I've introduced you to the How to Drink app, which will become, it's live now, and technically if you go to HDD app right now, it will, hddapp.com right now. It'll work. There's a very limited data set on there, and if all of you jump on it at the same time, you might break it, which would be fun for me to find out if it can't do that. But as of like next week, we're going to connect it to Patreon, so it'll be restricted to people with Patreon accounts. Will there someday be a public HDD app? I don't think so. I think that honestly, if you want the HTD app, you're the kind of person who probably should be a patron anyway. So, like, it just seems to me like they go together. But, you know, the way I built the back end, we could do other things off of it. Like, I can envision like a cocktail generator app and stuff like that. Anyway, so we got some nacho cheese Doritos because I really was super disappointed with this empirical Doritos juice. No, there's not gonna be a one-time buy. I wouldn't even know how to do that, so it's okay. Thank you, Crunch. It's very ugly, Crunch, if you're looking at it. There is definitely a lot more design to go into it. I just hooked it up to Material UI yesterday and today. So like it only just got design now. Before it was just like words on a page. And so now that it's like connected up that way, I can do more things with it. And I have some really fun ideas for like, I want to build a couple different skins on it to roll out, maybe even some really cool graphical ones because I would like it to be pretty and insane. I know a lot of people like readability, but I like design. So I might get nuts with it and then give you guys options with how you view it. What's my favorite sipping rum? And have you tried Gator wine? I got to do a Gator wine episode. Everybody keeps asking me about that. Sipping rum, I don't really sip rum, but if I had to, it would be a Demerara, any Demerara rum. You know, this Eldorado 12, I can't speak. Why don't I sip some rum? Hey, Greg, sip some rum. Why, this Eldorado 12 that was staring right at me is a great sipping rum. And I might just have a little bit of that on an ice cube. How does that sound? Oh, that sounds nice, Greg. Yeah, why don't we do that? Oh, yeah, also to the guy who mentioned that, the close-up cam just zips back and forth. First off, it's got a lot. It does more than that because I have to have different, like some things are tall, so I have to program other things, all that. Like I've got like 8 different moves set up. Secondly, if I was doing a live stream back in the day and I was using the close-up camera, of course it's going to zip back and forth. I can't do 50 different moves. So I could have told you that it doesn't just zip back and forth. It only zips back and forth during the live streams anyway. See, I think that Smith & Cross is a wonderful rum, but it's not for me. It's not for sipping. Not for sipping. There's also, there's like some real sippy dippy rum over there that somebody sent me in the mail that I've mixed with many times, and I know I shouldn't have, but I don't remember which one it was. And it was just like some company sent it to me. It's a nice thing sometimes. Sometimes I get these companies send me like piles of garbage and I don't know what to do with it. That's a great sipping rum. Hell yeah, man. It tastes like, oh my God, that tastes like, that's what that tastes like. That's lovely. Well, I think that what we're going to do now is try to make Doritos Nacho Cheese liqueur, or maybe it's Doritos Nacho Cheese vodka. I don't know what we're going to call this yet. And to do that, we're going to the lab, baby. God, and I am an obnoxious. I should have hosted like morning drive talk radio. What an asshole this dude is. All right, it's going to get dark in here now. But, oh, wait. I'm standing in the dark, still streaming for you. Hold on, I gotta do something. I was talking about programming stuff. May as well not be in the dark, Rick. This is, all my lights are on a theatrical DMX system that I can control from my phone using a program called Luminaire, which is great, super helpful. Okay, what the hell do I want to do? Oh, right, I want to switch the close-up over to the other angle. Stop. I got a real fruit fly problem in here today. I am not liking it. This is one thing that maybe it doesn't occur to you, but drinks are messes. Lab. Scrub in. Look at that. There she goes. You get a quick glimpse of my everything else. Hit load. Hit yes. I should have this. This should be much better. This transitional step should work better, but right now it doesn't. I should have this be much, much better. It should be better. I should have like a, if I was doing this from OBS, this would have bumped out to graphic. There'd be like some kind of static and like a glitch effect, and it would look really cool. And maybe there'd be sound effects, and I wouldn't just walk through the dark. I would just magically appear in this new place. Hi, this is How to Drink Lab. where there are still fruit flies. I don't have the chat up yet. I have to fix that. Hold on. God, man. I'm a wreck. Oh, there they are. There's my chat. Whoa, it is catching up fast. Oh my God. Can I get this over there? Is that, where are you? There you are. Holy shit, that is way too small. If I maximize you on this screen, good. Ha! You use Apple products. Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. What's wrong with Apple products? I like Apple products. All right, so I have chat up here. However, it is, hey, here's a Chrome question. Does anybody know how to have two different Chrome windows with with them at different scales? Because that would help me a lot. If you know how to do that, try to tell me. Because I think that the two windows have to be at the same scale, which is stupid. Yeah, why does that be the case? Why would you do that? You drag the tab away, and no, they still... I'm not talking about sizing. I'm talking about scales, levels of zoom. You know, if you hit Apple Plus. That's what I'm talking about here. And, like, the two windows are unified. I don't think it works. That's a Mac issue for real? Is it? Ah, that sucks. Apple's really good at some other stuff. It sucks that it's a Mac issue. Control Plus, huh? No, it's an Apple Plus, Command Plus. Sorry, Windows Shield. That's not an issue on my iMac. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. I could do this. I could just open this in a different browser. That's like the trick. That'll take me a minute. Isn't this great? Just like doing the live tech stuff. Where's my toolbar? Is it? Oh, it's over there? That's moronic. Don't be over there. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Show view options. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Oh my God. All right, well, we're just gonna unplug that for a second. Okay. Sorry guys, I don't have chat for the moment. This is only gonna take me a second. Appearance, highlight color. Where the hell is my dock? There it is. Set it to, how do I move the dock to the bottom? Position on screen, bottom. I'm usually a dock on left guy, but I'm switching to bottom for a few reasons. Got to put it on the bottom. Tech in the show, in the live. We're doing it live. All right, there we go. So now I need to open up the Safari thing, and then I'll log in over there. And then I can get the chat in two different places. That'll be great. Sign in. And then we're going to try to make Doritos liquor. Because I have a tiny little teleprompter over here with chat on it, but it's very fast because it's so tiny, and it's not really, it's not the best. Like, it's good to have it, but I think for real reading, I'm going to need another chat over here. That's really what it comes down to. If I go live, it should just take me right in there. Bingo! I think we got it. That's the ticket. That's the way you do it, baby. Pop that sucker out. Great. And then I can punch that in a little bit. Why am I in a lab now? This is the How to Drink Lab. This is a new setup that I'm doing. The show is going to have 2 locations going forward very soon. So this will be fucking flies, man. This is my laboratory. It's very cyberpunky. I spent like a couple weeks working on it. I'm very proud of that. The idea is that this is where I'm going to do stuff that is either laboratory inclined or soft drinks. We're going to start doing some soft drinks, like new soft drinks on the show. That doesn't look right. They were missing a whole thematic element in here because I didn't turn this on, you know? Like, Greg, if you're going to go to the trouble to build this thing, there you go. That's better. And yeah, and so there's going to be a whole second location. I'm getting myself a seltzer here off of my keg. Never caught a stream before. Absolutely love the content. Saw a bottle of Tanqueray. back there in one of the episodes, I don't suppose you're a gin drinker, but what's your preferred gin? I'm not personally big on gin. I think Tanqueray is the gin to use for what I want to do, which is make cocktails. You got to start before you get too trashed, bro. I'm stone cold sober. I haven't had a drink. Well, I haven't had a drink since last night, but I'm sober, and I'm having this little sippy sip. Lab coat and plaid. That's a funny idea. We don't need that right now anyway. So we're going to start doing sodas and stuff like that. And I guess I could talk about it, but the reason I haven't actually shot in here yet is because I have a lot of wheels in motion so that when we make a soda on the show, I can sell it to you. So that's the goal. We're going to be able to make, like I want to make my own version of Beverly. Which, if you know what Beverly is, it's a super bitter soda that you can get at Epcot. Have you ever tried making rum tumph? I don't even know what the heck that is. So I want to make my own Beverly, because you can't get it anywhere, it doesn't exist. And then in that episode, I'm going to let you know that we're selling a limited quantity of it, and when they're gone, they're gone. So Gregory is what we're going to call it, yeah. And so you click the link below, and it'll be available. So I haven't shot in any of these episodes yet because there is a lot involved in making that possible, and we're like this close to finally being able to say I can do that. Oh, I didn't tell that to run. I got to run back over there. These are the limitations of this setup. The setup is limited. I'm off the camera, but I'm still in the world. Hold on. Oh, interesting. And then that got turned off too. There you go. Is that okay? No, we want that over there. Okay, now we've got something of a close-up happening over here, I think. Get this fucking fly out of here. Sorry, guys. I missed a lot of your Ninja Vanish. Yeah, so we kind of have a close-up. The laptop's in the way here. Sorry. So anyway, yeah, these are the chemicals I got for that stuff, or some of. I've started my ingredient collection, and then I made 1% solutions of them here. So like this is a 1% solution of Cycla C, which is kind of your fresh-cut grass. This is aldehyde C14, which is kind of a part of a peach flavor. This is delta decalactone, which I believe is also part of my peach kit. I was gonna do an episode on making, and I probably still will, pit cola from Gravity Falls. I just haven't got, that's like in my list of like, I wanna do pit cola, I wanna do a revisit of Sunset Sarsaparilla, I wanna do Gregory. Beverly is probably episode 1. This is called oak moss, and it is real weird, and I don't know when I will ever use it in a drink. And I got this case to store these things, and I'll probably have to get more. This is a Cydio case. They are not a sponsor. Let them know that they should be, because I really like their stuff, but they don't seem to answer their emails, and I guess we're not going to work together. All right, let's try to make some Doritos booze. Flies. So many fucking flies. Yeah, I built that. That hides my Ethernet, my internet ISP. Yeah, man, I definitely want to do Slurm. Slurm is in the offing. Is this clean? It is clean. Slurm is in the offing. Some of those things, like, I might have to sell it. If I do intend to sell them. It might be worm cola, and there might be a link to download your own label to put on there. I think that if we're doing somewhat limited quantities, we can probably do whatever I want and ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Oh, my phone is ringing. That's my dad. I can't talk to him right now. I should check in on our patron Discord. Wonderful thing that all members of the How to Drink Patreon get access to. You can use the link in the description of this right now if you're interested in becoming a patron of How to Drink. Let me know if you do. I'm not gonna lie, I do these kind of as patrathons because Patreon is definitely how the show is gonna stay financially viable going forward, because something terrible happened on YouTube on January 1st. I don't know what happened, but we got cut in half. We got cut flat out and like, boo! Just like, nope, something happened there. Oh, I'm seeing a bunch of welcomes to the server. Dennis, our amazing mod, is in there saying hi to people. Dennis is the, I was gonna say he's the grease that, he's the guy that greases the wheels. He's the wheels. He's the wheels. Your dad heard you talking shit about his car. My dad doesn't own a car right now. We don't need to talk about my dad. We don't need to talk about my dad. This is a dark place. We don't need to go there. So, I got a couple of ideas, but the main one here is going to involve this guy. Oh, did I ever set up an extension block on this, like a power unit? I think so. I think I have some, I should put some outlets on the other side. I'm just like noticing things now. How am I doing this? Oh, it's back there. Okay. But I have a little extension cord that runs over there. I'm trying to figure out how I'm even going to get electricity into this thing. This is like the first time I've done this kind of work over here. Greg needs an extension cord. Oh boy. Where am I going to get that from? Okay. Do I have one handy? Yes, thank God. It's like there's got to be one around here, right? You're not a 3-hole one. These son of a bitch. Fucking goddamn motherfucker. Son of a goddamn bitch. This is a great show, everybody. You know, this is the kind of quality programming that you can only get from How to Drink. And honestly, How to Drink is supported by viewers like you. If you love quality programming like this empty set, How to Drink needs your support. And we don't get any money from the government. I'm just trying to think of like what they tell me on WNYC when they want my money. We get a lot less money from the government than people think we do. And it's really viewers, listeners like you. So if it's of value to you, if this is part of your morning on your way to work, if you enjoy the hard-hitting investigative journalism of How to Drink and our political insights, where's an extension cord so I can stop this spiel? I really just want to get on with my life now. Oh boy. Oh no. How is this possible? How did I build this and not give myself a place to plug this in? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Oh my God. How did this happen? What the fuck? Where are you going? Where do you go and why do you go there? That's what I want to know. Who are you? There's this beautiful extension cord right here. What are you doing? What are you doing? I gotta go over there. I gotta go over there. Now, hold on. It's live. Hello. It's live. Wait a minute. What the? Don't knock that over. What are you like snagged or something? Is that what happened? You're not even, oh, no. You go 10,000 miles away. Yeah, okay, we don't touch you. Son of a bitch. I mean, to be perfectly honest, this is embarrassing. You know, it just is. Don't I have an extension? I have an extension cord over here. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. This one's not doing anything at the very least, so I can borrow it. Christ. You know? Well, now we know. I need one more power source. Now we know. And how are we going to afford it? Why, through the support of viewers like you. That's how. I need an extension cord. Those aren't free. You think extension cords grow on trees? They don't. They don't. Okay. There we go. All right. Thank you for that sojourn into madness. Let's do this. There we go. 1 liter. We will not be using any temperature on this. Is this in my close-up? That's a little better in my close-up, I guess, but the laptop's sort of in the way. I'm gonna need a pill. Get off of that. So here's the thing. I have a couple thoughts. One, a Dorito chip is actually mostly chip and not a lot of seasoning. So I'm not really sure what the best way to go here is. I think what we want to do is get a hell of a lot of Dorito chips. This has some stuff left over in it. I'm just going to wash it out with some ethanol. I think what we want to do is get a hell of a lot of Dorito chips into a pretty tight little space. I don't really anticipate them. I don't have a napkin or something. I'm so well prepared. I don't anticipate the corn actually influencing our flavor too much in the face of our nacho cheese. So I'm literally going to mortar and pestle the shit out of these to try and just make them small so that we can get a lot in there, high density. Kinda gonna rinse them. I think that's the idea. You know, maybe there's like two different approaches here. We'll try this a couple different ways. We're gonna do like a maceration over here. You know what would have been good is like a process-wise, like some kind of a shake plate, like put them in a chamber that just like vibrates for like a day, and I bet it would shake all the dust off and they would settle to the bottom. Use the food processor. I don't have one. Not much thinner on this camera. Nice. Wow, we got 1,100 people watching this. What would happen to How to Drink if 1,100 people signed up for my Patreon and became viewers like you? Well, I know what would happen. We could upgrade this live stream a lot. I got rid of a food processor because they're a bitch to clean. They're very fucking heavy. The motors get hot. And if you have a knife and know how to use it, you don't need one. Like, they just seemed like a really shitty, like, I don't know. The number of, maybe once a year, I think, food processor would be handy, you know? That's about it. If we joined our, if you join my Patreon, will I stream more? Well, I certainly won't stream any less. Interesting. These have varying amounts of Cheeto or chip dust on them. They have varying amounts, so that's something to notice. Chip Dust was my high school. If that's his name, that's an incredible name. Your high school football coach was Chip Dust. I love it. I don't have a blender in the room with me. This is not really, guys, this is fine. The mortar and pestle is fine. We don't need a blender. All right, for this, that's fine enough. Put all that into our beaker. Hit that with some pure ethanol. We have, well, let's see how this goes. I want to get it to, I want like half a liter of this when I'm done, I guess. I think this is probably not the way to do this. Cool, that's right. but it's the first, we're gonna set it up and let it run and try it. Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna finish that. That's perfect. Yeah, we can rinse out the mortar. That's a smart call. But I'm gonna do another batch anyway, so, because there's a second option here. Oh yeah, just spill it everywhere, dude. Fucking hell, man, you're an idiot. Damn thing had a pour spout on it and everything. Oh, my phone is loud. Let's turn this on. Oh, it's like packed tight. Okay, interesting. Wow, okay. I mean, we may be overthinking this quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, this might be it. Is it actually stirring? I don't know what's having a problem here. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. We don't need to overthink this at all. I was going a little too much. Yeah, it's a stirring thing. Bro's never made crack before. So, I mean, almost instantly, these are plain chips. There's our little doodad. That have shed all of their Cheeto dust or nacho dust. I don't know why I can't get that right. So I think that probably what I should do, I mean, even this, all I really need is a funnel and a coffee filter. It's just I don't have one in the room with me. Give me 5 seconds. I'm just gonna go get a funnel and a coffee filter. Everything else is overkill. I'll be literally, I'll be 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds, 16 seconds, 17 seconds, 18 seconds, 19 seconds, 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22 seconds, need the funnel, 23 seconds, 24 seconds, where's my good metal funnel, 25 seconds, 26 seconds, 27 seconds, 28 seconds, 29 seconds, 30 seconds, 31 seconds, this is too long, 32 seconds. My face, my face, my face, my face. Oh. Great, you know what I want. Some kind of seconds. Hi guys, I'm getting Chipotle. Some kind of seconds, more seconds, seconds, seconds and seconds, so many seconds, seconds and seconds and seconds. Wasn't that great? That was great. By the way, fellas, yes, they all tell you that it's right in front of your face. Yes, that'll work. Okay, oh, you've got one too. I need more ethanol. What are you drinking, Greg? Someone said, what's your favorite sippin' rum? And so now I'm sipping rum, an Eldorado 12. I have made a durian-based drink, and nobody watched it, and I was very upset because that was awful. I did an episode for One Piece, because I thought, hey, anime is popular and this is the most popular anime in the world. Surely this episode will be a smash hit. And oh, hey, durian is such a thing. It'll be durian cocktail. This will be a double smash. No, it was like a catastrophic disaster video. It was just like one of those episodes, one of those releases where you like really rethink your choices in life and don't know where you went wrong and all that good stuff. I'm stepping off camera again. God, guys, who's this fucking idiot doing this stream? Who is this loser who doesn't know how to do anything? Who is this guy? All right. All right. So, highly scientific stuff here. We're just gonna fucking filter this shit. That's good. Where did I put those filters? They're right in front of my face. There they are. This is my first time on YouTube, yes. Thank you for noticing. Okay. I'm gonna like do some kind of crazy filter stack here. So I got a tea strainer and then a real tea strainer and then an actual, what do you call it? Coffee filter. Why do you do that? Well, because the coffee filter is super slow or super fine or relatively fine, and like the fewer particles you send it to it, the less quickly it clogs and like the better it works. I've got a vacuum filter here too that I can use, but I don't think we need to do that. Hiring. It's giving middle school, boys. Strain the strainer straining strains. Yes, does that smell? Whoa, what happened to my computer just now? What? Why would you go to sleep on me? You're not allowed to do that. That's weird. Look at this. It already looks more like Doritos than Empirical's dead clear liquor. Why? That apparently has yellow 5 in it. Now that's yellow 5. That's yellow 5. Flies. Oh, I got that one. I don't think technically I can call this an extract, although I'm fine with you calling it that. An extract is a technical term, actually. What is yellow number 5? It's tartrazine, actually. People don't like it yellow number 5. Or maybe it's yellow 3, they have to say it's in there. Yellow 5. Well, we're gonna see what we get here in a minute. It's just gonna take a minute. I love Greg's kawaii chibi eye when my kawaii chibi eye, so kawaii, super kawaii. Oh, my testicles. All right. You're thinking of Mambo number 5. Hey, do you know that Mambo number 5 is a cover? That's right. Mambo number 5 is actually a mambo by Perez Prado, the king of mambo from the 40s, and it's really cool. And then Lou Bega and whoever was the producer behind him decided to take that and remix it and put lyrics to it. Did you know that? Check it out. It's a good song. And then you're going to find out that you really like Perez Prado and things like Cherry Blossom Red and a lot of the other things. And also, if you were like me, staying up late watching Real Sex on HBO in the 90s, what happened to all the smut? Huh? Where did it all go? We can't get that anymore. They took it all away. How come that's not on Max? That's what I want on Max. I want the late night smut. Anyway, not there anymore. It's gone. It's on the internet. No, but I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about smut. It's different. Anyway. Red Shoe Diaries, a great example. Anyway. Yeah, so theme song to Real Sex, also a Perez Prado mambo. If memory serves, and it very much may not, I think I was interviewed by the Real Sex Street Crew once, but I was underage and blackout drunk. So I may have dreamed that, but I think that happened. They did not use it. How deep am I into the rum? Maybe a quarter ounce. I am like usually a lot less drunk than you people think I am. I am just a fun guy. I hope my wife ordered me a burrito. Out of laziness, I might bust out the fucking, or impatience, I should say. Maybe we should use the filter. Taxi cab confessions. That one always felt staged. Die, you bastards. How long have we been going? Just got out of work. I don't know, maybe an hour. Perez Prado Flack Collection purchased. Nice. Oh, Greg, how was that Gravity Falls cake? It was great. It was a chocolate cake with strawberries inside of it. It came out awesome. Thank you so much for asking. I have a vacuum filter. I didn't want to use it because I don't want to have to clean it. But I think we're going to because I'm impatient. So here we go. We're going to do the vacuum. Do it. Where's the, there it is. I also don't love this vacuum filter. I kind of want a different one. But I also kind of, this part of the show doesn't make money yet, so I'm not spending money on it yet. We're just making a lot of glassware that we have to clean. We're gonna put that outlet. Get out of my way. Oh, there it is. Where are my... This filter is too fine, so we're actually just gonna, I'm just gonna do something I like to do, which is I'm just gonna sandwich a coffee filter in there. Boom. And my ability to do this is perhaps the best feature of this particular rig, because I think other ones, like a Buckner funnel type, would not let you do this so easily. If I can just find the edges of the damn thing. There we go. There we go. I have a label maker. I have a label maker right here. Oh yeah, right. We don't even, this is literally just for storage purposes. I forgot that I don't actually use this with this. And now I'm loosening it from the wrong side. Oh, God, you an idiot. Speaking of late night TV from the 90s, anybody remember Duckman? That's a show I think about sometimes. Oh, I mean, this is stupid. We're already, well, there's actually quite a bit in there. Ah! Hope it works. Look at her go. That's vacuum filtration, baby. So for those of you who don't know, there's just a vacuum pump pulling vacuum in here, which is helping push things through that filter faster. That's it. Taste the crumbs. They're going to taste like alcohol. They still taste like Doritos, which actually is not a great sign. It means we haven't gotten a lot of stuff off of there. Oh wow, shit, that was stupid. I left a lot of goodies got left in there. Oh, wait a second, this is also backwards. I don't know if there's any more. I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot. Nope, here it comes. A cheesecloth would squeeze out a ton. Any movies that impressed me recently? I really liked American Fiction. I liked that movie quite a bit. It was like a real fun movie for me in a lot of ways. I really liked that movie. I can't promise everybody's gonna like it, but I was into it. A cheesecloth would be great. I sort of. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, there might not be any point using the pre-filter. Just making more mess. Is that what you're saying? We're doing classy chemistry over here. Okay. Trying to keep it a little clean. More of a Cool Ranch guy. Do you think the goal of Doritos liqueur was the placebo vibes without the flavor? No, somebody corrected me, a lot of people corrected me that, hey, Doritos Nacho Cheese is not original Doritos. Original Doritos are nothing more than the first corn tortilla chip that was available in America. And as such, they did a good job because that's all it tasted like, was sort of corn. I don't think that's a Dorito that anybody in the last 30 years has used because there's just so many better options for a tortilla chip. And that's, I think a big part of that is like, yeah, we introduced America, but we've moved on to nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. That's what I think everybody must be expecting is nacho cheese or something like it. But yeah. El Dorado is El de Lovely. So this is going to be 95% ethanol, or it's high proof. And I think that, do we want it that way, or do we want to dilute this down to 50%, like it's like a vodka, like a high strength vodka? We probably do. And then see if I can make a cocktail with it over in the bar. I don't know. Might work. Their website states nacho cheese a bunch of times. Maybe they had a bottle that was nacho cheese. Maybe they have a bottle that's nacho cheese and a bottle that's regular. I don't know. I know this doesn't. Vacuum distilled Doritos Nacho Cheese. No, it says it right there. Vacuum distilled Doritos Nacho Cheese. Maybe vacuum distilling was a mistake. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe you did it wrong. The distilling took all the stuff out. That might have been the problem. Why not stream on Twitch? Because, I have 1,200 people watching this and my Twitch gets about 80, which is fine. I'm happy to hang out, or maybe 200 or something like that. And also because I'm on a rig right now that doesn't let me multi-stream very easily. It's a nightmare. But if I get a $1,600 fucking fiber optic 6-head HDMI cable, then I can plug all these cameras into the computer in the other room and I can use OBS for my streaming instead of my, hey, why is the camera not running? That's weird. Why did it stop? It doesn't matter. It stopped in a good place, the close-up camera. Anyway, I could use the OBS rig that's wonderful, and we could have background music and decent sounding audio and all kinds of stuff and graphics and transitions. But I can't do that the way I'm running this off of an A10 Mini. So the old streaming rig was fantastic. Hey, Neo Celestia. Twitch sucks as a Twitch chatter. I like Twitch. I have nothing against Twitch. Twitch and YouTube, if you're interested in getting into the business of creating a lot of content, I think Twitch and YouTube are the only two games in town. I know there's a lot of audience on other platforms, but Twitch and YouTube are the only people who are actually doing a real profit sharing agreement with their creators. So for me, that is where it's at. Instagram and TikTok and stuff is good. I can't really be on there though, because I get drawn into fighting people on the internet, and I'm very addicted to it. And so I had to I got that brick device and I bricked up my phone so I'm not on those things. I don't know what Kick is, but it sounds bad. Usually when you're talking about real weird, hey, that's a social network I never heard of, I bet they allow Nazis. That's what it is. Nebula's invite only, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think Legal Eagle owns Nebula, or created it with some people, and I don't think I've been invited into Nebula. Brick is an iPhone device. Don't stay bricked up. It's just an NFC card in a 3D printed box that is got a magnet. You stick it on there, and then you tell it what apps you don't want to be allowed to use, and when you tap your phone on it, it locks you out of them. And somehow that's really good at locking me out of my apps. Just that level of willpower will keep me safe. All right, well, we've got enough going on here. We're gonna call it quits here. That is what I wanted Dorito liquor to look like, isn't it? I think so. I think that's what we wanted this to look like. That looks like Dorito booze. So what do we got, 500 mils? 300, okay. Approximately. Should I get really scientific? Should I use a cylinder? Should we get the graduated cylinder out and get this proof just right? Maybe. I mean, if you're going to do something, you may as well, right? Full of dust. Look at that. I know. That's more glassware. I know. It's there's so much to clean. I hate it. All right. Let's see what we have here. I gotta say, I'm really pleased with the very small amount of sediment. I mean, that's great. So that's not necessarily just stuff sitting. I mean, if it's particles, they're small. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty okay with that. So we are at 300, and what is that? That's, how much is a tick on this guy? I'm stupid. 5 mils? Is that right? Yeah, 5 mils. So 300 and not quite 15. So kind of want to do that again. So we'll put it back in here, and I don't have, because I don't have one that'll do that much without, other than this one. Oh boy. Clean water. Our tap water here tastes so much like chlorine. It's gross, and I drink only out of the fridge, but I can't get enough water out of the fridge for like work purposes. So the lab is using a lot of these these are so cheap. I get 4 gallons of this for like $1. It's crazy. What did I say I want? 315. It'll be close enough for hand grenades. Do you have an alcohol meter hydrometer? No, but it's not really necessary in my opinion. We know this was 95% ethanol when we started. It's the only thing it's still 95% ethanol. We haven't added any other liquids to it, or it's damn close. So we're just doubling our volume by water. So what is that? I was wondering if it was going to loche. I had a feeling it would. Look at that. I was wondering if it was going to do that, and it did. I don't know why I'm working in this thing. Don't dilute it all. Yeah, that would have been smart. I'm an idiot. I'm not a scientist, guys. I'm stupid. Water and alcohol always does that? I don't think so. Otherwise, you couldn't have a clear Manhattan. Son, I think we need to get a different doctor. All right, let's go back over to the actual bar, because that's where anything I want to work on with now is. That was English. I did good English. Anything I want to work with on now is over here. This is where anything I want to work with on now is. On camera 4. Hi! And we switch our lights over. There is like a, there's like a hack for this thing that does make the A10 Mini work a little bit better. But, oh yeah, that's so weird. Oops. Turn that back on. It makes, there is like a hack, I forget what it is, like a framework that basically does things to your A10 Mini over the network so that it can be much more full-featured. But it seems like an awful lot of work to set up, and it's still going to be an A10 Mini at the end of the day, and I kind of feel like I'd rather just get my wire and do this job the way I want to. That's weird. Oh shit, did we lose our, that's why it stopped. The slider wire got snagged? It lost slider programming for some reason. Like the slider axis has become decalibrated, so it won't run anymore. Cool. That's fun. I don't know how that happened. I hate it when that happens. Let's just get you on some kind of where I want you, please. It must have gotten bumped real bad. That'll work. All right, well, like first things first, let's see what this shit tastes like, right? Oh, tasting glass, perfect. Looked prettier before. It tastes like nachos. It tastes like, yeah, man, that tastes like Doritos. That tastes like Doritos. And alcohol. It tastes like Doritos. Hell yeah. All right, well, what do you do with that? Like, obviously, now, so here's the thing. Well, lime. Yeah, why not lime? I got limes in the other room. Of course, I came with lemons instead of limes because I'm an idiot. I'm still working on. You just heard the voice I use when I talk to my kids. Oh, wait. My juicer boy is over there too. I need that. Who's your Greg? All right. All right, let's see here. I mean, literally, this is just going to be, well, it's Dorito, a Dorackery or something. Hey, so if you're just tuning in, and maybe some of you are, this is How to Drink Live, a thing that I do sometimes, particularly this week because I'm going to be out of town and I don't have an episode ready for Friday. And I said, well, I'll just do a live stream instead. But, so there won't be an episode on Friday, sorry. Anyway, so what's going on? We just made Doritos vodka. Because we were not pleased with Empirical's Doritos vodka. Sorry, they're vacuum distilled Dorito booze. I'm doing an ounce of lime juice. I'm doing 2 ounces of Dorito vodka. It's gonna make for one fucking ugly drink, I think. Card, is that real? Is that real? I haven't seen the video yet. Oh yeah, it was last week's episode. It's right there. I mean, look, they did a different thing. They vacuum distilled it, and I very quickly did a rinse of of Everclear in Doritos. And an ounce of Simple or thereabouts. I can't really say that like I beat them, but I do think I made something that tastes a hell of a lot more like Doritos. It wouldn't be shelf stable, I'm sure. I wouldn't, you know, I mean, like I don't think you could just put it. You couldn't put that on the shelf. Maybe you could, if it was stable and wasn't, and it won't. If that, it won't make you sick any sicker than any of the other vodka would. It might settle, so you don't have to do an emulsification. But I don't think it would, honestly. I don't think it would have that issue at all. And I don't think it could go bad. So I think you could just put that on shelves, this, and tell people there's your Dorito vodka. It does seem to have a few particulates in there, but that's a solvable issue. So, you know, why did they go the hard route and do all the vacuum distillation? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so if you're just tuning in, I would like to remind you that How to Drink is brought to you by patrons. Patrons like you, viewers like you who have become patrons, members of my Patreon. And what wonderful things you're going to get if you join my Patreon. I'm going to show you on my phone what you're going to get. You're going to get access to the patron-only Discord where I'm in there talking and doing stuff. Hold on, why don't we do this? Let's go all the way over. We'll go right into camera 3. Look at this. You're going to get the patron Discord. Look at all these fun people. Dennis, he's our mod, he's our king. There's a great Discord there. You're going to get access to this new thing that I just built, the How to Drink app, which is going to go kind of public next week. Technically, it is public, but next week it's going to actually get linked up to Patreon accounts. I'm just trying to get you to the front page. And the data set is really small still. Welcome to How to Drink. This is a very ugly thing that I just built. You go to episodes or you go to drinks, whatever you want. Here's episodes. The data set is small. We just started this, building the background. Here's the drinks that are in that. It's ugly. It's not really usable yet. I mean, it's not visually usable. You go to the drink, here's your recipe, right? So a lot of people, I've been led to believe, then go back to drinks. This is the whole drink list. You have filters. Those are going to be much better organized, I promise. I just got this thing going today. Did Greg just direct all of us to meet us at YouTube Camera 3? I did. Anyway, I just got all of that working, and it is really, I wouldn't even say beta version or version 1. Like, beta is going to be probably after next week. So it will be available to patrons as I'm building it. If you happen to use my show, and apparently some people do, as like your cocktail guide, and you go back to videos all the time, instead you would be able to use the app. And then if you knew that a drink was, the idea is that, like, if you remembered vaguely that there was a drink or an episode or something that I did on the show and you want to be able to find it, you'll be able to find it there very quickly and find everything that's related to it. So that's the goal. So yeah, and so that's going to be a patron thing. So is the Discord. So is the episodes without commercials. So is the extra stuff. Is it similar to Mixel? I don't think so. It's really just a How to Drink Bible. And it is at htdapp.com. And I guess right now, if you're hearing that, you can go check it out. The data set is limited. I'm going to rapidly expand that using my smart parser starting tomorrow, let's say. Or by the end of next week, I think all of the drink episodes will be parsed, maybe 2 weeks. And then we have to start the process of basically manually cleaning up the episode, the drink entries and stuff, and making sure that like what's in there is 100% accurate and usable. And I have to build in a framework for like syrups. I have to create a new kind of entry in the database for syrups and that kind of thing. And then we will have that too. Anyway, here is the Dorito Rackery. Yep. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I know the real AC, spirit_forward. We got to fix that. I know. It's just not set up right yet. There's a lot of there's a lot of things that have to be fixed. It's awesome. That tastes like exactly, that is what I wanted in the episode. It tastes like a fucking Dorito daiquiri. It's great. It's cheesy. It's got a little bit of, it's cheesy. It's got a little bit of that cumin flavor. It's got the kick of the lime. It's a little sweet. I actually think you could put a little bit of spiciness in it. It's not real spicy. Where is that? I think that we could do it with the old standby. Maybe like a bar spoon of Ancho Reyes. You could tahini the rim. I don't know, man. I've got so much tahini because people were like, oh, tahini, it's going to change your life. You need to get tahini. And every time I use it, I'm like, I think there are things I like better than tahini. I am not that into tahini. Maybe I have the wrong tahini. I don't know. Oh, that's great. A bar spoon of Ancho Reyes is fantastic in there. These are nacho cheese. Oh, that's so much fun. It's also not something I ever want to drink again because Why would I? You could Dorito dust the rim. I mean, I guess I could go get the bottom of that bag out. But it's cool. It is the thing that I was expecting to find when I shot the episode, and I was crushed by the lack of nacho-iness of the other one. So what do we do now? You want to make a Dorito Manhattan, like the most horrifying idea possible? Yes. Cover your ears. It's my steam cleaner. A Dorito Mary. I don't have the stuff at hand to do that. I do have I'm doing an episode, so next week or the week after, I got the next two episodes I'm doing is Earn Brew and what it is and cocktails with Earn Brew. And then another one is I have Old Bay vodka that they sell. I'm going to do cocktails with Old Bay vodka. That will definitely involve at least a Bloody Mary. It's funny, people ask me, like, you should have done a Bloody Mary with the Dorito stuff. And I'm like, I forget about Bloody Marys. I'm not like a Bloody Mary guy. It's not in my, like, brain. Why not? Here we go. This is going to be something. Sure is. Yeah, and my Ango. There we go. All right. I think the stream is going to have to end shortly because I believe my wife is about to tell me that there's a burrito here. Oh, it's my daughter. Is there a burrito here? Okay, there's a burrito here. So this is my last drink of the night.
Correct.
Thank you. Anyway, so no new episode on Friday this week, but I will be back next week with more new episodes. That's 2 ounces of Dorito vodka, 1 ounce of, I can't think right now. What is this called? Antica Formula. And 2 dashes of the Angostura Bitter. I don't have my nice, pretty mixing glass, but that's okay. Oh, fucking idiot. All right, fine. Oh my God, that's sealed up tight. Why not make a Mountain Dew inspired mix and use this for a Gamerita? You know what? You just wrote me another episode. It sounds like a thing I'm gonna do. It's funny, like all of these things, like Doritos, they go with Mountain Dew. Like, oh, of course they do. I don't know that. People are like, why didn't you do this? Because I didn't know to do that. It didn't occur to me. That is not where my brain is at. Oh, that looks way more like a Manhattan than I wanted it to. I am filled with concern. Don't Doritos come from like Tampa? Here it is, a Tampa. That is so weird. Oh, I hate it. Yep, that is exactly what a Manhattan would taste like if it was full of Doritos. It has such a lingering flavor. Wow. I hate it. It's awful. It's not awful because like, oh, it's kaleng. It's like, I'm going to throw up and I'm sick. It's just like, no drink should taste like that. Nobody wants this. This is not, is it good? in a Mapplethorpean sense, you know, in the in a formalist sense, yes, it is good. It is a balanced cocktail that elevates its components. It's full of components I don't want elevated, but in the objective sense, it's actually a great cocktail. It does everything the cocktail is supposed to do. It's so weird. It's kind of cool because it is so weird without being like retch-inducingly like vomiting. Oh my God, thank you so much. You have to extract the Doritos dust in whiskey since Mountain Dew was made to be a whiskey chaser. People always say it was meant to be a whiskey chaser. I mean, like every soft drink was meant to go with alcohol. You know, I think soft drinks really took off. Like, I know that a lot of the companies predated, but like they took off during Prohibition for a reason. It's funny. You know, it's got vanilla notes and cherry notes from just that cherry sitting in the bottom, and also Antica has some cherry notes. It's got Dorito notes, big loud Dorito notes. There are so many fucking fruit flies in here. This is a travesty. Mountain Dew is a moonshine reference. That is true. You guys are drinking straight mixer? Oh, that's funny. That's a reference to the show, the Funny in Philadelphia. Yeah, somebody said warm spices. I will say that the Angostura is a little lost in there, actually. It's a kind of malty, cheesy finish that's like not awful, honestly. I probably just ruined it, but I just wanted to get a little bit more presence of the Ango. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Increasing the Angostura presence in there, going from a 2-1-2 to a 2-1-4. That little extra bit of spicy kind of cinnamon allspice notes actually complements the nacho cheese pretty well. It's still not a drink you want. You don't need to make this. It's still not a drink that's going to go on a menu anywhere other than like as a joke in like some weird like Lower East Side like crazy bar. Like some crazy bar is going to have that in there. Like, we got the Nacho Manhattan. I've been to places that would serve this, and they would serve it right alongside the best, like, fucking science cocktail you've ever had in your life. But like, yeah, it could definitely be a wacky-do kind of drink at a fancier bar, believe it or not. Believe it or not. With the right flair, you could make someone happy they ordered this. How long do you order one at Chili's? Honestly, that's where this drink kind of belongs. The only problem with putting it at Chili's is that it's way too high in proof. The chain restaurant cocktails are like way lower in proof, so they would never be able to. If I could cut the alcohol by volume of this in half, then it would be a Chili's thing. But it does taste remarkably like a Dorito Manhattan. It is exactly what it says on the tin. Can't really hate it for that reason. Guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this live stream. We're doing this because I can't have an episode this Friday because I'm going to be out of town. Next 2 weeks, next Friday there'll be an episode. This Friday, no episode. If you love How to Drink, if you're here, I assume you like the show. If you love the show, please click the link in the description. Check out my Patreon. Patreon is making How to Drink possible because YouTube isn't. And over there, you're going to find all kinds of cool things. You're going to find these episodes without ads. You're going to find extra cocktails. You know, a lot of times I finish shooting an episode for the public and then I do another drink, and that's for Patreon. You're going to find deleted scenes. You're going to get access to the patron Discord, which, look at this sucker. It's full of Discordy goodness, and I'm in there bitching about everything, and you guys are helping me make the show, which is actually really incredible. You're going to get access to, as I build it, the How to Drink app, where you can look up the drinks and episodes that you love to use as your own personal cocktail guide. Actually, you know what I just realized? I have to put it in there so that on the user side, you can tag your favorites so that you can build your own little cocktail Bible from the drinks. I forgot that I wanted to put that into the design before. I just remembered I got to put that in there. But that'll be on the user side of things, not on the back end, but that's on the front end. And I think that to do that, we need to have user accounts. So how much is it? How much is what? The Patreon? Why, if you go on over there, you'll find out. There's a couple different tiers. There's an app. There will be an app. I mean, base spirit tags, yes. Actually, you'll be able to search just by spirit. So there's, if you really want to know the back end, Greg needs a cocktail book. That's a complicated story. I don't want to write a cocktail book. There's enough cocktail books. Greg wants to write a weird book about cocktails and life, and they don't want to buy it. If you're interested in the first chapter of the book that no one wants to buy, go to my other channel, Greg from HTD. It's the first episode on that channel. It's called The Sock and the Toll Booth. That's the book I want to write. I could self-publish, but then I have to write it. And I've just built an app, and now I'm starting a soft drink company. So the book has to wait, but I'm getting to it. Yeah, so, right, an app is better than a cocktail book. So that's what we're going to do. I am working on the back end, like the data set is being built out. The front end is functional but limited. And I'm programming it myself between me, ChatGPT, and some very smart people in the Brain Trust in the Discord chat who are helping me out as well. So it's a process. Soft drink company, what am I going to make? I'm going to make soft drinks on the show and then sell them right there off that episode so that you can buy the soft drinks. I think we're going to do 4-packs, and you can get multiples of 4-packs. And then at some point I want to do soft drink club, where you pay monthly or quarterly, and every quarter you get all the soft drinks, like a variety pack of everything I've made on the show that quarter or the previous quarter, however, because of timelines. I can't really sell Nuka-Cola, but I might be able to sell Nuclear Cola and provide you with a link to put your own label on it or something like that. I can't sell Slurm, but I could probably sell Worm and give you a link. I don't know. I got a meeting with my lawyer tomorrow, actually. I'm going to find out what I'm allowed to do. But that's coming soon, very soon. As a matter of fact, I want to get that up and running like in the next couple of weeks, like immediately. So please check all of this stuff out. Get on the Discord. Get on the app. The app is in its early phases. As of next week, the app will actually be, I think I'll have it all set up so that Patreon accounts are linked to it and access is controlled. And also, I will rapidly be expanding the data set. I have a smart parser, an automatic parser that will take the episodes and turn the episodes into entries for episodes and entries for drinks. But then Meredith and I have to go through and manually clean up the data. Please come to Chicago and tell us which speakeasies are worth our time. Make some episodes at the Milk Room and the Office and the Violet Hour. We'll buy all the soda. We'll buy all the soda. Thank you. The problem with that is that shooting on location is expensive and tiring. I'm glad that made you want to sign up for the Patreon. Please do it. My Smarser? Yeah. It's actually, I'm really happy with the way it came out. I was working on I really got to go, but I'm going to flex a little bit now. I was working on the parser, and I'm using ChatGPT because I don't know how to code. And ChatGPT and I are arguing. And I was like, how do I do this? How do I make this thing automatic? I didn't even think it was possible. And they started describing it to me. I was like, well, we're going to pull the data from the API. And then, because I was like, over the years, I have put in the information about these drinks in many different ways with totally non-standard whatevers. And we need to get it like standardized into our database. And it was like, okay, so we can build this regex filter and do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's crazy. Hey, I have a GPT Plus account. What if we take the YouTube API and we pull the thing, and then we call in the ChatGPT API because it's really good at reading. I've actually handed it books before, and it does a pretty good job of that. That's like another project I was working on, a database of old cocktail books. And it reads the episode, and then we give it some instructions on how to interpret that, and then it turns it into a standardized data set that the regex thing can actually parse and then insert into the database. And guess what? It works really good. It works really fucking good. It works really, really, really good. It's kind of crazy how good it is. It can figure out from context clues if a drink is cursed or not. It can figure out from context clues if an episode is, if the episode is about a piece of media, and if it's about a piece of media, enter that piece of media into the database, because like one of the things we're tracking is like, hey, I want all the drinks made from Harry Potter. I want all the drinks made from Cyberpunk. Like all that has to be tagged in there and stuff like that. So it can figure that out, because like I don't like, in the Cyberpunk episode, right? It doesn't, like, the name of the drink in the description doesn't say Cyberpunk's Atom Smasher. It says Atom Smasher, and then around that in the episode it says Cyberpunk. It can use those context clues to actually say this is a Cyberpunk drink, which is fantastic. So we're doing some pretty cool stuff with that, and I'm very happy about that. And literally, it will just take me like a day to get all the drinks technically into the database. They just need to be, there's like manual steps that have to happen too. So, but Meredith and I are doing that. It's a time-consuming process. There will probably be 5,000 drinks in this database when it's all said and done. I don't know. I haven't done the math. We're at 450 or 60 episodes of How to Drink, and many of them have 5 drinks in them. So, it could be a lot. Thank you guys so much. Check out the Patreon. It's in the link in the description of the live stream. Thank you. Good night. Good luck. Eat a burrito.